Good evening. This is a shock and a surprise, but thank you for asking me to say something. I was 24 years a foreign film producer, Foreign News, been back in London for the last 5 years. Can genuinely say this man has helped make mine and so many other individual lives in foreign news so de-stressed from what they would be otherwise. We go and work in places like Baghdad and Kabul and Tripoli and Libya and all godforsaken places around the world. They're stressful enough, but to come back afterwards and sit down with all your receipts in Arabic and Persian, whatever you can't understand, and try to sort of get some sort of order into them. And Paul is your Mr. Fix-It. Forget Jim will fix it, Paul will fix it. Paul would always have a solution to every little problem. Not in a sort of, bad way, but a genuine sort of honest solution to everything. And without Paul, I genuinely do not know how foreign news has worked. And I've said to quite a few people this evening, there are so many of us here who work for the BBC who will probably feel in our own way that we've all done amazing things and that we're all very special and that how could the BBC possibly exist without us? But quite frankly, we're grains of sand and the BBC can exist without us because someone else will come and do the jobs that we're doing. The person I most genuinely feel sorry for is Isha. Because quite frankly, I'm really sorry. I genuinely think that Paul is irreplaceable. I hope I prove me wrong. Paul genuinely is a very, very special human being. It is not just the way that he has done the job and finds solutions around problems that make our lives easier with working in the BBC News machine. But it's to do it in such a human way, such a friendly way. And I know that the hours that he puts in, not just here in the office, but at home, and I want to say a really, really big thank you to Debbie and Paul's sons and the family, because I know that they will have paid a price over all the years, that Paul will have been at home, going over expense sheets and whatever, ruining your family time at home. So thank you for the sacrifices you have. But I genuinely think that Paul is irreplaceable. The machine will take over. Ishan is going to take a lead on that, so we look forward to that. But it's really hard to imagine for us older ones, for sure, who've been through it, how would ever exist without Paul. I will really miss Paul's presence. He and I share a football love as well. So QPR and AFC Wimbledon, look them up. They're great. Always compare notes, so we'll have to keep exchanging notes about that. But all I will say is on behalf of Foreign News, I guess, I suppose that's why I've been asked to come and say something. So all the producers, the camera crews, the correspondents for over 4 decades who've worked in the hardest places around the world, and we heard James mention the one example about the armoured vehicle in Ukraine. But that's just one of dozens and dozens, hundreds of stories that we can tell you about how Paul has not only saved lives, saved our bacon, but also it's really important. Journalists' lives are quite stressful in their nature. And for journalists, finance and expenses are even more stressful. And Paul de-stresses our lives. And we are really, really going to miss that. So I wish you the very, very best in your retirement. We're going to miss you hugely. All of us from Foreign News are going to miss you hugely. But to you and to the family, I hope you have the happiest retirement. And we'll keep talking to you for a woman.
Thank you, Peter. I think we might have solved the audio issue, not in the microphone. I can see the acoustics quite strange here, but hopefully on the video. Shall we start from the beginning?